Visit geico.com to see how much you could save. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Flying high at 60,000 feet on the very cusp of outer space, he is strapped in and ready to dive bomb the pernicious peddlers of the pornographic politic. So run for cover. It's the Fred Dryer Radio Show. Incoming! And now, here is your host, Fred Dryer.
Thank you so much. I am your host, Fred Dryer, strapped in tightly behind the dive bombing seat of our XR-71 dive bomber Blackbird, and working his way up from the tail section again. I don't know what he's doing back there, but he's always back in the tail section.
I'm sending out old NFL films of your 13-year career as a defensive end.
Yeah, and
out to the listeners. Everybody wants copies of some of your great plays. And
hey, listen, you know what we should do is we'll have to make sure that the NFL film signs up on this, otherwise we'll all be sued. And that is
they will too. The NFL. You don't want to fool with those people.
They'll follow you.
Say what you want to, but I think the NFL people will take care of you.
They'll absolutely track you down and wring your neck. If they think you have DVDs you're not supposed to have.
That's right. We don't have any.
You got to get my 1973 October 21st, I believe it is. My two safeties.
Yes,
against the Green Bay Packers.
The two against Green Bay. Those were, huh?
That's right. And
are those available on the NFL film package?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
And they made a lot of money off of those, buddy.
Two, not one, but two. Were you determined? It seems to me like, and you and I were talking before the show. I'm sorry I'm interrupting here, but when you got into your game day mode and you were at your game face on, I would hate to be on the receiving side of one of your hits. I mean, you got into that game and it was just like, I would hate to be trying to catch something when you were coming up after me.
Really?
Yeah, I would. That look of yours on our Ustream cameras here at crntalk.com would be all one needs to know of you. Incoming, that would be you. That's it.
I'm just one of many out there.
I know.
I'm trying to make a living.
But you would be targeting a particular person.
Well, listen.
That was me on the other team.
Those in the other uniform are usually the ones that are of record.
Be the target of record.
You know, what was I going to say to you?
I have no idea.
But you can get... I believe you can get, if you go to NFL Films, you can dial those two safeties up. Now, here's the real. I think the surprise question is,
really?
Who were the two quarterbacks?
Oh, let's see. Oh boy, would it be Bart Starr?
You let me go back and lay on the hay pile in the back.
Soon and easy. Who's the guy? Greasy? Bob Greasy? Was it him?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Was it Bob Greasy? Really?
No, it was Bart Starr and Bob Greasy.
It was really?
No.
Oh,
jeez.
Who were the quarterbacks? That's tough. Tomas, help me out here. Who were they?
He doesn't know. He's not. Tom, do you know?
Come on, do you know?
Look at him.
Give him the quarterbacks. It's on Green Bay. At least I got Bart Starr. He was on Green Bay.
Yeah. Don't get excited in there.
Come on, Tomas, come on.
You're a football fan, aren't you?
It was John Waterfield.
That's what it was. It was Bob Waterfield's neighbor.
No, his brother. Bob Waterfield's brother, John.
No, it was his neighbor. And
but who was it?
No, it was his attorney.
Who was it?
It was Jim Delgazo.
Jim Delgazo.
Right.
And
he was a lefty.
Yep.
And then we had Scott Hunter.
Yeah.
Scott Hunter was a pretty decent quarterback in college, Alabama, I believe.
And you nailed those both, didn't you?
Well, you know, I mean, they saw me coming, they laid right down.
Is that what it was?
It was an easy conquest.
It was an easy one?
Yeah, it was an easy one.
Yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Fred Dryer Show in progress here. What are we talking about today? Anything happening in the news this week?
There's absolutely nothing going on. So I'm close to being out of here.
You are really?
Yeah, well, we're flying over Africa, and as is my want, you know, when we fly over Africa, I go back and lay in the hay bale.
You just take the time off,
and
don't you?
I turn all the mechanisms over to you. After all, you know, we're sanitized and
people
proselytized.
People go on safari in Africa over there.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing going on the continent. It's a black continent. It's dead. When you fly over, there's no lights.
It's because it's nighttime. That's why we go.
No, it's not. They have no electricity over there.
We'll be back on CRN. Stay with us.